Me being from here, from Newark, born it's all, we all help each other. It's much simpler.
Is our light. Not our darkness that most frightens us.
Okay, bring it in.
Good afternoon. You are now live in the Author's Corner.
Welcome.
Welcome. You here with my lovely co-host, Miss Whitney J.
Hi.
And our guest for the day.
First time.
Yeah. Not the first time at the station. The first time on the show. Mr. Elijah Glenn.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my son.
No, that's our very special guest right there.
Shout out to the great one.
Yeah,
my son Najee Glenn is up here with me, man.
Hi.
It's all about building that growth.
He ready to answer questions immediately.
Definitely. He ready for this. He's been on here. He ain't shy. So we here, man. Hi, Miss Lane. How you doing?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I had to investigate you a bit. When I got the Facebook friend request, I'm like, I got to check out. Like, who this?
I was lurking.
Oh, no, I just got to, I'm careful. I'm just adding anybody, no matter if you're a cute girl or not. I got to check how many friends they got in common, who we know.
Yeah.
You could be working with the feds.
He's also a doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to check. So now when I see the face, okay, that's Miss Lane. Okay.
That's cool.
That's nice. Author.
Did a little investigation.
I got to.
Yeah, he definitely does
it's
his
real out
homework.
here in these streets.
So, Mr. Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my second time interviewing you. The first one was exciting. It was for a school project. Came through and helped me get an A. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Listen, man, that's what we do. We here for each other.
And he was Johnny on the spot. So I need you. Said I'll be there in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it happened too.
Yeah. But let's move past that. I want to get right into your whole mentoring and motivational speaking. You do a lot of high school visits and school visits and like he's definitely like a big part of the community. So I mean, like, what got you into that in the first place? Like,
I mean, definitely it's been working with youth has been a family thing. It's been in our blood. Like my grandmother, I guess we kind of started it. Then my uncles and aunts been involved in different organizations, nonprofits, working there. And then, they all did their parts of working, whether it's just like speedy jobs or lifeguard, whatever. And so just seeing her doing that and being around it so much, it just came natural. Like my grandmother adopted a lot of people, like unofficially adopted. Like I didn't even know we were in blood because grew up as that's my cousin, this my uncle or whatever. To find out, he came along. His mom and family couldn't take care of him, so I told him come stay with me, baby, and it just went from there. So it got me questioning, hold on, is my mother really my mother? It's my uncle. I'm looking like it's my aunts, my uncles. We really like blood related because my grandmother, she adopted a lot. I don't really see y'all looking alike though. What's going on? Was they father's genes that strong that they all look like they daddies? So over the years, we've had some jokes about it. We really related, but it doesn't matter. It's still my blood regardless. So it started from there at a young age. And then since I was 14, like starting to speedy jobs and working with summer camps and after school programs and all that, and then just progressed. When I was 18, my first real job was at Equipment Street School, and that was the aftercare, the summer program and all that, and that just really took me to a whole nother level. The experience of working with like kindergartners, and I learned from working with those different age youths and moving up in the different grades that where I really want to be, and I was really working with older kids. I'm like, because the younger kids, they're great with the, they give a lot of affection and, there's a lot of love and it's, so cool and they don't have no problem with it, but they're so dependent. Like you gotta one gotta go to the bathroom, one need to sneaker tie, everybody want to need to sneaker tie. You gotta just kind of take them and do everything with them. But with some of the older kids, the teenagers and preteens, they're kind of more independent and I can talk with them more on their level. To say, hey, listen, you want to go to the bathroom? Yeah, go ahead. You want to do this? I can talk to you about your life decisions or what you're going to do.
Right.
And they're going to really absorb it than me just I'm physically drained with these little ones. Every day, just oh my God, I got to go back to work tomorrow. It's love, but it's just they really drain me.
A lot of
teens
work.
more I'm cool, I'm calm, I can deal with it. It's all good. So it was just kind of, that's where it started over, it's been over 20 years now. And when I say that, when I'm going to different places, I'm talking to kids, they be like, 20 years, how old are you? And I tell them I'm 34. They're like, what? They don't believe it. I'm like, yeah, I drink a lot of water in my life. I live well. So I ain't going to look my age, really, I guess. Or much older.
Najee, when you plan on putting your hat in the basket?
I have no idea.
But you're ready to be a motivational speaker, right?
Yeah.
I think you're more like a track coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us
Definitely.
about one of your biggest accomplishments.
Well, one of my biggest accomplishments was like running track and seeing everybody like cheering for me
Nice.
and like everything.
You're pretty fast too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Dad over there having a proud dad moment.
Yeah, man. You know.
I love when kids are so confident in themselves. He's like, yeah, I can run.
I mean, he was a beast. Like, I mean, he's been involved in different sports, but when he just like, because I didn't want to be one of those father coaches to say and really be so much pressure on him to play ball and do this and do everything. I kind of want him to find his own way, but still kind of do it. And when he found, he was really good in track, it was like, oh, this kid is good. Like, he's a 9-year-old and he's destroying 9-year-olds, and he's taller than most. But he's still doing his thing and just seeing like the awards and accolades and be able to make it to some of his meets. I'm just like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Like, regardless if he, and now within the past year or so, he's got more into basketball because the track situation, kind of, he didn't really pursue it anymore. I mean, with his mom and everything. So now he's kind of more into basketball. His mom played ball just like I played ball, and she coaches as well. So it's more of, I brought him around some of the older kids, let him practice with the middle schoolers and all, and see him like, well, he's kind of better than some of my middle schoolers. And so it's just, as he's gaining the love of it, I just kind of just help him. Because he always say, Dad, why can't you be my coach? And I'm like, no, I'll let you be with somebody else. Let you get that, because I don't want to be too hard or be too soft. So just kind of just find that nice little common ground where I am, where he can really focus and do what he got to do. And we'll see how it goes from there.
Najee, real quick, like, how long do you think it'll be before you actually dunk on your dad?
Couple years.
Couple years?
Only a couple.
Because he said he's never been dunked on, and I think it would be...
No. If we're, like, playing, like, we're at our friend's house, and he's, like, near the door, we'll, like, slam on him.
Yeah, we joke like that. Like, I guess door lobs and everything, all that type of stuff. That's
So
we play a
you
little
have
game.
been dunked on.
Nah.
Oh, man.
That's only...
That don't count.
Our little games that we play on, when somebody just happen to not be looking, you walk through that door, you might get dunked on right there. That's it. Like, it's just how we, we laugh and joke and play. But, but basketball-wise, like, he's better than I thought he was, because I haven't really, got to see him play around. When we play around each other, of course, he doesn't want to play against me. He's like, why can't we be in the same team, Dad? Like, let's not do that. But video games, he's like, yeah, let's go. For the most part, I was like, nah, I'm good. In certain games, I can't just play him how I used to play him. Like, I got to take him a little more seriously. Like, because I taught him at a young age. Like, since he was 3, he's been playing.
Crossover, going.
Yeah, I don't know about that. When he gonna beat me when he actually can beat me in ball. Like, it's not. I'm not giving him a win. He's not just gonna have it. Like, I might joke around with him, and he can shoot and play around. But when he really gets a chance to beat me, that's when he's gonna be able to beat me.
What you think, Whitney J?
I have no opinion.
No, I think 2 years he dunking on him.
2 years, he might be my height.
I was gonna say he got to get his height up. Then it might be easy.
He on the come up. But Elijah.
Yeah.
Like in regards to your coaching and mentoring, and like, where do you see the next level? Like, for you, what would be the next level?
I mean, coaching wise, like right now we're into summer league season, like high school, and I'm trying to get my middle school team together with summer leagues. So it's we played our first summer league this past Saturday. We got a game later on today at 4:00 in Orange Park behind Irvington High School. So I mean, coaching wise, I'm still learning, and you got to still learn with everything. So it's still just not to be so hard. It's summertime. I let them get a little more loose. We have a little more fun, maybe gamble a bit, because I don't really want them just to run, because I'm like, my team is mostly guards, so we got to be quick. We got to be able to score fast. You would think like almost like go to scale one up, let it fly, shoot the 3, let's go, let's move, let's get everybody else tired, because I'm getting y'all in so much shape during practice. You shouldn't be tired, and that's the mantra I built into the middle school team this year when I started the middle school team. Was just that we don't get tired, we just get thirsty. So I can play a whole game, whether it's my boys or my girls. All 5 players can play a whole game and don't be tired. They can play a full game. I'm calling time out just to get something to drink. Let's go back out there and go to work. I'm like, look at the other team. They're tired. Y'all not. Y'all still standing strong, because of all the conditioning we did, all the running, and if we did weights and all that stuff. So, and they see it. So the same thing, trying to doctor it in with the high school as well. That look, you see how I got the middle school this year. I need y'all to get that same way where we can just fly up and down, no tired. Like I do with just sub, or timeouts just to get water if I got to call a quick play or whatever. So it's more of still learning basketball wise, even though I've been playing and coaching and stuff since I was coaching and stuff since I was 18. playing since around 13, 14. And with the speaking wise, same thing. Like I'm constantly being a student. I'm looking online. I'm researching stuff. I'm watching other speakers. I'm seeing different organizations I could be a part of, or different cities I can maybe hit and maybe go talk to. And then sometimes people contact me and say, hey, listen, I saw your video, or I saw something that you did. Can you come to my school, or can you come talk to my child? Like, I really get family members like, look, my son or my family member go to the school that you went to. Can you speak to him? Because he's in danger of failing. And I'm like, yeah, sure. You can set up a meetup. We can talk, and go from there and see how, what can I do? And now from even certain people meeting me, like I got a parent in Maryland want me to talk to their child and kind of help basketball-wise. So it's just, word is spreading. And it took one of my friends from out in Boston, maybe about a year or two ago, to tell me to get more serious when it came to the speaker stuff. Like, look, you've been doing this for years. You've been doing a lot of great stuff, but the world don't know. So you should make another YouTube. You should make another Instagram and just let the world see, so we can always tune in and, check it out. And I can spread the word. Anybody else could relay, hey, you can see this on paper. You can see his picture, but you can actually watch and see what's happening. And I can actually say, being in a school or different schools I'm going to, you can see the effect of positive black men in these kids' lives. And it doesn't have to do, no matter their nationalities, when they see, like when I'm walking through the hallways and they know, oh, see Elijah's coming. We gotta pull our pants up. We gotta take our hoodies off, take our hats off, or whatever, or watch my language. And that's just the effect. And that's even some kids, I don't even know their first name, but they know me or they hear from their friends. We gotta be right around him. Because if you cursing around me, you give me 25 push-ups. You got your hoodie on, I see you too many times. I'm getting my 25. I needs mine. That's what I tell them I need. They be like, oh, their friend. Hey, he cursed. Hey, give me my 25. He needs that. I needs my money. Give me my 25. Let's get that 50, baby. You're going to be good. You're going to be thanking me in the summertime when you got your shirt off. You're showing those cuts. Thanking me, yes. And that's just the effect.
I'm sorry. Speak about the fulfillment you get from being that influence. How does it affect you? Motivating and mentoring.
It makes me feel good. Like, it makes me feel good to show, when I travel around and I'm talking to kids in the cities, some of the same, similar as Newark, I'm telling them, I'm from a place much like yours, maybe even a little worse. And so to see me, I'm still a representative. Mm-hmm. And wherever I go, whether in-state or out-of-state, some people don't believe me from Newark. Even if Newark people don't believe me from here, because if they see me in the way I carry myself, mm-hmm. the way I dress, the way I speak to them, that I can speak and show my level of intelligence.
Right.
They don't believe it. Where you from? I'm from here. I'm from some of the same hoods. You scared to walk in, and I can still go through. Mm-hmm. And so I tell kids, like, you're a representation of your family and your city. So when you're moving around, understand that you still represent your family. And right now, your family is your support system. When you get older, they're going to want to switch and you support them.
Right.
And that's how it should be. So if you're getting yourself in trouble or not doing what you need to do, you're hurting them. And that's going to affect them. So as I carry myself and I go about, understand that it's still, you need to know your representation of your city, your state, your family.
Right.
So you carry yourself a certain way. Because I just go out trying to defy the stereotypes of Newark. They see us all as gang members, convicts. We're going to steal cars, or you have the potential to do it. Or you may be a criminal soon if you aren't anyway. So when I tell them, I'm like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, never been arrested, never had any trouble with the law. They're like, it's crazy. Especially and I tell a story every time I go to class. When I go to the doctor, for whatever reason, I'm going for a normal little checkup. And they do that, ask normal questions, drink, smoke, high blood pressure, attention, or whatever. And I tell them no. And they look at me like I'm a unicorn. They're like, what? And you from where? Like, you from, I'm from here.
Right. Like,
their faces just, and they don't believe it. Like, you don't drink, you don't smoke. you from Newark. Okay.
Like, you couldn't possibly make a different choice.
Yeah. And that's just how it is. And I just, it's my goal to really defy those stereotypes.
That's good. That's inspirational right there.
Well, you probably know where I'm going with my next question. This has been like a long-running joke. Like, how long is it going to be before we see you in politics?
The politics question, it's really been since I was 18. My grandmother's been trying to get us involved in politics, even from tenant associations and things of that nature, because she was like tenant president for many years, and living in the housing authority and everything. So it was just like, nah, I don't want to do it. Nah. Politics is a dirty game. And you and I both know it's a dirty game, and we've seen it firsthand. And do I even feel like having that pressure or that light on me all the time that I got to really, even though I carry myself a certain way, but really constant scrutiny, or they want to dig and pass and all that and see where they can find some skeletons of dirt. Like, do I really want to deal with that stress? When I'm all, I like to be behind the scenes. instead of I can move how I want to move and don't have to, you know, worry about the public eye. I mean, the politics stuff, who knows? I mean, it's these next couple of years has been kind of been thrown out there about doing politics. So it may, you know, like we had one hour on, you know, Sean McCray was on your show recently. I think it was last Saturday, you know, going forward, and, you know, you gave him a big scare. So the running joke is amongst us is like if they don't let him in, one of us going to go in. You know, either way, it's still going to be one of us. So you didn't let him in or let us in, it's still going to be the same effect. We still going to create change and do what we got to do for our city. So that's where I can't really say right now. Like, I think I got a few more living for more, you know, some growing and everything to do of myself and my family wise to get them in a better position before I decide, like, you know what, I'm ready to make that leap and go full force and, you know, do whatever I got to do. But helping different people with their political agendas, I've learned some things. So it makes it a little easier if I decide to run, or I can help, you know, on our own run.
How would you feel if your dad was a politician?
No.
With the suit and tie? Not cool?
Not cool.
Oh man, it's kind of like a Mexican standoff, so to speak. Because I think he should be a politician, and he'll probably listen to you before me. We got to get him in City Hall. He's a good guy.
True.
True.
He stands up for his community.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a big brother, mentor. I mean, you could probably take that same mentality and, you know, you gotta push the envelope though. Now he not gonna listen. He'll listen to you, Dad. I need you to be a politician.
You get a lot of benefits being the son of a politician, especially a high-ranking one. You get to do some things that, you know, get you out of some trouble if you ever get in trouble.
He's like, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was cool, like the day before Father's Day, you come on the show, you bring Nye with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's perfect time.
And it's crazy. He's moving up to the 6th grade now.
Congratulations.
And he's been out of school since the 7th. And so I was actually getting him this weekend regardless. So I had him this weekend, and it's like, and now he's going to spend a good majority of his summer with me. So it's, you know, I'm like, he's been on the show, and I'm like, he's at a lot of my events. If it's not, you know, having him, he's my cameraman sometimes. A lot of times, if not, I'm getting some of the students. So you get to see, I want him to really get to see some of the things his father does and the effects he makes. Even before that, before the whole, you know, videotape and stuff, like with my annual back to school event, which of course you're a sponsor and a part of as well. It's been many times when he's helped pack book bags and, you know, pack them a night before, me and him, just me and my son doing this stuff. And before that, even with, we go to with the Boys and Girls Club of Newark alumni, we're going to senior citizens' homes and giving out stuff like flags and if it's 4th of July or socks and different things. He's been there too, and of course the senior citizens love to see him. It's like, oh my God, you want to touch and talk and hey baby, you okay? You want something? But I'm instilling that spirit of giving back to him early, so when he gets older, it's not nothing a second nature for him, and he doesn't have a problem doing it. It's not like if I gotta pull his finger, he's just like, okay, yeah, let's do it, Dad, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, that's definitely good to instill it into him early. I mean, my son was supposed to be here too, but we tired him out this morning at the little football practice, whatever. He's not even on the team, but he's just tired. Hey. I don't understand why. All he did was stand there, but you know.
But yeah,
it's going on live.
Oh yeah.
You guys could definitely call in and talk to Elijah at 973-932-7933. Again, 973-932-7933. I see a lot of viewers up there. Call in and talk to them.
They just want to look, man. They just want to look. That's cool. It's not a problem. It's definitely not a problem.
Because you said this is your first
time? It's my first time,
live?
man. You know, it's the first time, so I ain't even like announced like, I'm going live at 12 o'clock. It's like, you know what? I think I'm going to go live for the first time. Why not doing Arthur's Corner? Why not doing Arthur's Corner?
Yeah, man. I'm not really a live kind of guy. I do videos.
Unforgiving.
I'm an unforgiving video maker. I feel like if you want to see me live, you come to where I'm at.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But
have you done any writing?
Oh, I did some poetry, a lot of poetry back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, some years, but I kind of fell back after being asked a lot, like, yo, you should, you know, come do some more while I perform and all that. But you know, I've only performed maybe like once or twice, like many years ago. But it's just like, it's not, I'd rather put the event on than be behind the mic. You know, I'd rather host than actually be the star. You know, I'm not the star. Like, you know, I'd rather be behind the scenes.
Could we get a quick poem?
Oh, no.
No quick poems.
Nothing.
I tried.
Nah.
I tried it.
Nah.
Come on.
Maybe next time I come up, I'll have some. I'll put something together and bring it up. But on a note, since it's Father's Day weekend, I'm speaking a few things. Like, it's just been something a few people have brought up over the past couple of weeks, and it brings it attention too, because you think about on Mother's Day, you get weeks and weeks of promo of different stuff happening for Mother's Day, whether it's concerts or special type of deals that stores are running or whatever. Father's Day just comes through quietly.
Right.
Like, oh, it's Father's Day? Like, I ain't even, it's Father's Day weekend, and you don't get the same amount of attention that it does Mother's Day. And it's, not necessarily bothers me, it just find it kind of interesting that we don't get the same attention. And even if you do get the attention, you get a lot of, let's say, women who would consider themselves, maybe like single mothers or single parents, when that's not necessarily the case. You maybe just be, you're a single woman, but you have that father in that child's life. So you can't say you're a single parent. So it's, they want to get bitter and say, oh, it's Father's Day is for us too. When it's, you don't got a guy that say the same thing. There's a lot of guys that take care and raise their children alone, who don't go to the, it's Happy Mother's Day to me too.
Right.
That would look crazy as a guy. You might pull a post like, it's unforgiving. Let me tell you about this post that thing. Like, it's interesting to see a lot of women come up and do that and say it, because Father's Day, it's every day when you're actually a father, or when you're a father to, can father figure to a lot of different people or youth. So it's basically every day. But to be designated this one day, you don't really get much attention from it. You may get a Father's Day sale at like a certain clothing stores, or sometimes you may get some, some auto.
Yeah, at a men's store.
a men's store, but you don't get as much. It's like promo for weeks, and the Mother's Day weekend, it's gonna be this and that, and all this. Like, well, where's our love? Where's the stuff that we got going on? Where can we get a nice little more than one thing deal? We get special sandwiches. We can get some clothes. We can go to this venue for a cheaper price. Yeah, there's certain ones. I'm not gonna name this because it's not like they're sponsoring me, but it's certain ones that do got some deals that say fathers are free. This particular places, but it's just something just to touch on. Like, it's a lot of great and positive fathers out here, and that's one of the many things that I try to occasionally post about. It's like it's a lot of proud fathers out here. They don't really say much. You don't really see them about, but they out here moving and they're doing what they're supposed to do. And they don't really look for the accolades, because this is what they're supposed to do. They're taking care of their children, or they're being a father to somebody else, or in some people's lives in a fatherly manner. They don't look for that attention. So it's a lot of good people in the area that don't look for the accolades. They don't look for that attention to say, yeah, I'm out here, I'm from this area, and I don't do this and I don't do that. You just do it. You just go living your life like you're supposed to.
It go back to what you said a little while ago. Like, Mother's Day is every day, Father's Day is every day, and all these holidays are just propaganda for stores to make money. Like, oh, it's Mother's Day sale going on. No, they didn't really say nothing about Father's Day until like the day after. Like, oh, we got some leftover Father's Day stuff that we didn't tell y'all about last week. So, but like, yeah, it's just a propaganda for them to make money. It's not, my mother is my mother every day, not just May whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, my father was here; he would be my father every day, not just June whatever.
Right.
I mean, I'm my kid's father every day. Whether if I'm right there with him or if I'm not right there with him, I'm their father every day.
Right. So
whether you put a sale on at the store or whatever, it don't matter. So like, I don't know, like just another holiday.
Miss Lane,
shout out to all the fathers.
Okay. Anything you want to add to it?
Shout out to my husband. Me and him. We always talk about how we've had 3 kids since we were 21. Mm-hmm. We started out really, really young. And, just the way he is, we try to be our young selves, but we try to raise them the way we were raised, that generation, those 80s babies who had, morals and rules and discipline and structure.
Before Ronald Reagan.
It's flooded.
So just shout out to those fathers who are trying to, raise their kids to be independent people and, to be better in the world.
Fluff.
I know one place that has a Father's Day sale. New Fam Custom Kit, 222 Hollywood Avenue. We need all your custom apparels, all your custom desires. We have them there. That was a shameless plug. Yeah. So Najee, how you feel about your dad for Father's Day? You got some big lined up for him?
Yeah.
I know you do. You gonna beat him in Call of Duty?
Probably.
Still not happening.
What?
It's not happening.
What? All right. Right after this.
Oh, right after this.
No. After the game.
Yeah.
I'll start the controversy.
And then you're going to hear, I might put it on live, like, look, I just beat him 14,000 times. You're like, Dad, what are you doing? How you going to put it up there?
So no, but Najee, how you feel about Father's Day?
Well, it's a day to celebrate your fathers. And even though you got like two of them, because I got my dad and my stepdad. Well, I don't really know.
It's fine. You can have two dads if that's how it is.
Yeah.
Blended families.
Yes, it's fine. It's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
That's
two.
how it should
I
be.
had
It
two
should
dads.
be positive.
Yeah, I had two dads. It was cool.
It's cool.
Look like you're going unforgiving mode.
Yeah, it's cool. For the most part, no unforgiveness here. Maybe later. Yeah, but like you said, man, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of bothered me too. And you just took me somewhere else, Elijah. I was about to call you Najee. Yeah, they don't give us our credit. Like, I don't know.
Man, I'm going a deep place right there.
Yeah, I don't like it. You never get our credit, man. You get all
he's
these
thinking it through.
all these disgruntled women. It's like, I'm the father. No, you're unforgiven. You're not the father. You're unforgiven. You're not my dad. That's what I want all the kids who mothers say Happy Father's Day to say. You're not my dad.
Well, it's sad, but for some mothers, that's just their reality. They don't have anybody to step up and be a man for them or for their children. So they kind of feel like, well, I'm both now.
But at the end of the day, that's the person that she picked.
Of course.
That's like if it was the other way around and I had my son all the time, or I had all my kids all the time and their mothers weren't there. I can't be mad because I picked her.
Right.
I can't be like, well, I'm the mother and the father. No, I'm just the father. And your mother got some things she need to iron out. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be the one to dog her out, especially not in front of the kids.
Right.
That I don't like. Because you picked the person. It was all good a week ago.
True.
What's going on live? Y'all still ain't calling to talk to Elijah yet. Y'all just want to sit and watch. It's crazy. Who's that watching, Elijah?
You got Najee, Vince.
Najee who, Green?
Yeah.
Najee Green, you out there watching and you ain't calling?
Yeah, he's usually the first call.
You are unforgiving. See, Whitney J was waiting for you to call in, man. You falling, you slipping, you can't get up.
Always
I'm gonna tighten up, man.
Call.
Yeah, man. But like everybody said, man, salute to the fathers out there. Those of you that are not in your kids' lives, and you're
missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out, man. Especially if they're young, and this is the time when you should be in their lives. And not saying don't be no other time, but this is when it's most important, because they're young and really impressionable. And if the wrong person get in their head, it's a wrap.
And I have to say, being a parent teaches you a lot about yourself, because you see yourself in your kids, and then you start to see yourself in your parent, and now you get to see who your parent was or is. So parenting is a life experience. It's worth living. Yeah,
that makes sense. I know it's been a lot of times my son might have been doing something I know business doing, and I be getting on him, and I just look at my mother, and she be like,
"You see,
I told you." Karma's a muff.
I think about it more the lines of I be trying to keep a serious face. Like when you see certain things that he's doing, and either I did it or it's just it's funny, but you got to be serious about it. It's hard sometimes. That's
right.
You can tell how much you love that person because you might just want to get at him, but I got to be serious because this is a discipline moment. But it's definitely funny. You see he looks just like me or something else did. Oh man, he can't do that though. I got to tell him.
or when they doing something and before they can completely do what they were going to do, you be like, why are you about to do such and they looking at you like, how you know? Because I did it already. It didn't work. It's not going to work for you either. Or
yeah,
we just giving you full warning.
Your mother always says she know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to my mother. I know she out there listening. She probably ain't calling. She probably chilling. It's her relaxed day.
Mama fan biz.
Word. Definitely number one supporter. She'll probably call in towards the end of the show and get somebody a shout out or something. I don't know.
You definitely have a lot of people that just want to be shy and just watch. 'Cause I see them, creeping in. They're definitely creeping in up on a live. But
tell the people you have some upcoming motivational speaking planned.
I'm looking into finishing up this summer with certain things because I'm gonna be in Boston next weekend. Okay. That's already like a pre-planned event that I had to go to. Just kind of just hang out for a minute because I don't really get to do much vacation or anything like that. And that's one of the cities I want to hit anyway. When I finally put a tour together, it's gonna be like Boston, Atlanta, Chicago, Tennessee, and Florida, and maybe hit Cali at some point too. But this is some of this. I mean, they're a little crazy in how it's moving around, but just because I have some connections there already, and it's more along the lines of I got to go there and solidify some things and make it happen. My last speaking event, which was at Irvington Middle School, University Middle School in Irvington, New Jersey. That was my second time there. I spoke to those in a GED program called the Knight Academy some months ago. And from that, somebody seen it. It was like, contacted me. My brother goes there. Can you come talk to him? Whatever. And you should talk to the kids in the daytime as well because your story and what you're doing is great. So I said, okay, set it up. Let's make it happen. So they had me like within a day or so. People reached out to me, come to Career Day, and then I really went from class to class during Career Day. Speaking to different classes, and teachers come to me, like especially after my first teacher was like, look, we need to get you back here like in a year, like right after they come back from Christmas break, like because what you're doing and how you got them, they need to hear it again. And like, is it better for you to just do class to class or one large group, or how can we make it work for you? Because can I get your contact information? So I can put it together for you. I said, well, whatever. I'm like, it's nothing to me. And from that event, I made a connection with the mayor of Mattawan, who was there speaking as well. So, talking with him, he's also connected with Jersey City as well. So, possibly doing something with Mattawan and Jersey City.
Wow.
So just with, doing these certain events and making the connections and talking, or people just seeing, like say people later on might look at this live video and say, hey, I want him to come there. Just like from the last interview when I was here, you got a station in, is it Baltimore or somewhere in Maryland want us to come down there. So it's just, the word is out. They're seeing it. Like, listen, we need to get him, him or them down there to where we are and hear him and let people see. So, I'm with it. It's slow progress, still progress to me. So it's, regardless how you look at it, you're still making progress. So I'm grinding it out. I'm doing it my way. I don't have any major support, any sponsors right now, but I'm still pushing to do what I got to do, and they'll come along as they see.
Makes sense. Now, one question before we go to break. This is the Authors Corner. We deal with like authors, actors, playwrights and stuff like that. If it was a movie based around your life, right? What would be the name of it, and who would you have to play you in that movie?
First let's get to. For many years we talked about a book,
The Legend.
Right? We talked about a book for many years. Me, my brother, and our best friend, and everything, talking about our lives. Like, it's too crazy right now. We got to wait till we get older and we settle down, married somewhere, like cutting the cut and put out books because we can't do that right now. So it's more like autobiography, and then it was movie stuff. I don't know. It might be like the book. Maybe we call it the Low Key 3 or something. Or if it's about us 3 or whatever, it's just and to play me. I don't know. Like I might even. I think about me, my son, because he's like, the same thing. Like, like my brother's, my brother's son, like the younger version, and then he get a little older, and then, things of that nature. So I can't think of like any major actors who would, because I don't know any of them like kind of like look like me. You might get the jokes of the Ice Cubes or the, you might get one of the, maybe one of the Jagged Edge twins, and this is I've been getting jokes over the years. You got Mace. If I wearing fitted caps and no glasses, nothing, like Mace. If you looking like Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge just finally got glasses. Like, he looks like me. You go like, Ice Cube finally got glasses. He looks like me. Lately, it's from the side. You look like Kevin Durant. Like, what? Like, it's just, I'm getting this stuff. Like, it's just been, it's just all these. I'm like, listen, I just got a familiar face, okay? It's just the lowdown to it. I have a familiar face. I don't know what could be the title of it. Because the lives coming from the struggle and still in it, I don't even know what it would be called. That's something I never really thought of. Like the book, if it were just speaking about me or me, my brother, my friends, or whatever, I don't even know what it would be. But it's something to think about it. You know what I mean? Put the book out first and then see if somebody pick it up. But that'll have to be some years down the line. Like it's.
Hey, listen, man. By that time, I should be a well-renowned, director. Just keep me in mind. I mean, like when I asked you that, right? That question, I kind of thought that you were gonna say, well, yeah, you was heading up to the right direction, but I thought you were gonna say, oh yeah, I get my brother to play me. Nah, G, not G. Like.
You know where he at right now, right?
Yeah, he probably in San Juan with San DeMarco.
He in DR.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He out there being El Jefe right now. Yeah. He out there just having the ball with the boys.
Hey, man, once he put the picture of the passport up, man, I love my bro, but I definitely blocked his
his notifications.
I can't receive no messages from Najee till he gets back to the state. It's not gonna happen.
Oh.
Got a caller? Oh, they stylish. That's the fake out.
Okay.
Yeah, but before we get back to the interview, we're gonna take a minute and pay some bills. Got to pay those bills. Priorities.
Definitely.
See?
Even he
Yo,
knows.
this guy.
Definitely.
He knows.
This guy's always been great. We're gonna take a minute to pay for these bills with our sponsors. Hey, yo, listen, AZ, one sponsor. This just it just popped out at me. Bob's Smoke Shop.
What?
Right next door. I'm explaining to you why. 42 Ferry Street, Newark, New Jersey. It says clearance sales on hookahs, lots of flavors. The vape prices on fleek. And that just stood out to me. So that's my favorite sponsor right there because their vapor prices are on fleek. Yeah, then we got animals on. Who doesn't like animals? You got an animal, get down to 261 Clifton Avenue in Newark, New Jersey.
I want a puppy.
They're actually a pet supply store. They got food for all type of animals, little baby gorillas, iguanas, snapping turtles.
No. I gotta tell you about a moment. There was a snapping turtle walking across our sidewalk this one day, and the police came. One of them we called animal control, and they were closed. And so the policeman came like, oh, that's a snapping turtle. And we told him, why don't you go pick it up and bring it to animal control? He said, nah, I'd rather keep my fingers.
Did the turtle resist arrest, though?
No. No, but he didn't pick it up. Like, 5 other police cars, and, like, one of them had, like, that kind of net. And so that's how they got him. I don't know where they put him. I guess it was, like, near a pond, down where we were. It was crazy. Snapchat walking across the street.
Crazy.
Oh, man. Listen, man, see, I think if I could go and come back as anything else, it would be a snapping turtle. Like, the police don't bother them. They could just walk up and down the street. Don't have to worry about shoes. I mean, it's crazy. All Ninja Turtles matter. We right back after some smooth tunes. Get right back into this interview.
Author's Corner.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Author's Corner. This is Whitney J with Malik Fambiz.
Yes.
Just want to give you a rundown of our shows here at A Squad Rebel Radio. Sundays, Gospel Live from 2 to 4. Real Street Views from 8 to 10. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have the Wake That Ass Up show from 8 to 10. Ace Brown Brunch show, 10 to 12. Midday Lunch Mix, 12 to 2. Grumpy's World, 8 to 10. And Couples Therapy, 10 to 12. Then on Thursday, the Wake That Ass Up show, Ace Brown Brunch show, Throwback Thursdays from 12 to 2. Grumpy's World, 8 to 10. And Couples Therapy, 10 to 12. Again on Friday, Wake That Ass Up show, Ace Brown Brunch show, The Rewind Your Mind show, 12 to 2. Friday Night Lights, 4 to 6. Reality Unscripted show, 6 to 8. Scumbag Chronicles, Volume 1, 8 to 10. And then, of course, on Saturdays, the Author's Corner from 12 to 2.
We got some really interesting shows, man.
The titles alone.
Yeah, listen, that Wake That Ass Up show, I don't know. I'm not going to get up that early to tune in. I might wake up.
You're not a morning person like that?
Not really. Because I like to listen. If I'm up and the show is on, I like to listen to the show. I like to call in, get on the live with them. Not for that show. I'll call like right before it's going off. Like
around 10.
Yeah, I'm kind of up right now. Yeah, but the Scumbag Chronicles. That's another one of my favorite shows. This guy had pig feet and pickles on the show last night.
Oh man,
it's crazy.
During Ramadan.
Yeah, he just I don't know. But hey, that's Scumbag Steve. Hey, we got a caller. Caller, state your name.
Yo, it's the grumpy one himself.
What's going on? It's good to hear you on that side of the phone. What's going on, Mr.
Hey,
Grumpy?
What's going on, man? Just calling in, showing some love. I see my brother up there. You know what I'm talking about. I see y'all doing y'all thing.
Thank you. Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
So what's the word for the day, Grump?
Man, the word for the day is just happiness. I just want all my people to be happy.
I love
We
that.
try to be happy, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for it. It ain't working yet, but that's the word of the day for me when I got up.
Hey, Grump, it's gonna come. It's probably there. You don't see it because you're trying to make everybody else happy, or you focused on everybody else being happy, so you don't see the happiness right there in front of you, man. It's there.
For those that didn't hear it, the word of the day is happiness. That's from Grumpy.
I think you were in one of your happy places last night when you were shaking the leg.
Well, you know, that's part of work. That's called work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's probably one of the times when you're your happiest, man. So I guess keep
that's
shaking the
pretty
leg and writing songs, man.
No doubt. And last night was quite enjoyable, and I'm pretty sure my brother Truth had a ball.
Yeah, but did you see that? Did you see the lady that fell out of the chair and her legs was dangling in the air and she had on sequin shoes?
Wow.
Yeah, that was my highlight of the night. And she's probably tuned in right now or listening. Like you already know, I have no chill button. Oh, did I say your name? Oh man, that was unforgiving. You gotta get.
That's what it is.
She needs to work with more sturdier chairs, though, Grump.
Oh my God.
You should have told her that. You're unforgiving for not telling her.
Telling who?
Not telling her not to sit in that chair.
Oh yeah, I did. Man, my bad. That's on me.
Yeah, I mean, at least you helped up off the ground, so you did your good deed for the day.
True that. I need everybody right now to tune in to Arthur's Corner and understand what's going on. Especially if you got an upcoming book, movie, whatever it is, you need to be hollering at Whitney J and Mr. Fan Biz. I'm off this.
Most definitely. Thanks
for calling in,
Thanks,
bro.
Grump.
Thanks.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm starting to think we need another host, Whitney J.
Yeah.
Like it's me, you, and another host.
What do you think?
I
What
think.
kind of
Listen,
host?
I think we need Najee on the show with us, man.
You, not me. It's you saying, come on.
Yeah. It's like your personality is just inviting. Like people want to call in now. Anybody want to call in and speak to Najee, man? Not Najee the twin, young Najee.
Yeah, man, it's the great one right here. Man.
Tell us what you've learned from your dad watching him motivate others, young people.
Well, I learned a lot from him. Well, I didn't know that like his mom was a dealer. You didn't tell me nothing. What's going on?
I didn't understand what the question was. What's the question?
Bob's
You
Smoke
never told me
Shop.
about your life.
Flavors on fleek.
Oh, yeah. Family, man. He didn't know it was real out here in these streets, man.
What's going on?
Well, he's you got to be appropriate age for those stories.
I got to make sure you understand.
All right.
He said, all right.
I mean, but see, Najee, the good thing is this. Regardless of what was going on then, like, he never went that direction. Like, it's okay to have role models that are negative. It's just showing you what you shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And he used all those role models, for what they were worth. Like, okay, I don't want to go that route because this is what could happen from that. And yeah, if I could just slip into, if I could just let me just take a moment. If I could turn myself into Elijah for a second, this is what he would say to that. I'm too pretty to be in jail. But yeah, you got to be at an appropriate age for him to break that down to you,
Yeah.
For those that don't know, much like some of the kids in the previous school, you got to go to my YouTube to listen to the story. Eli Speaks, that's ELI space Speaks, SPEAKS, on YouTube, or you can check it on my Instagram too. But the full video is on my YouTube. Instagram, the same name, but it's Eli_Speaks You can watch some of the videos and hear what he's talking about, because that was the first time I was at University Middle School when I told him a story that a lot of people don't know about my life, and how my life had changed. Because the majority of when I go speak at schools, it's about choices. And I tell them, you know, your life is about choices. No matter if you decide to go to school or not, that's a choice. Decide to do certain things. And even the choices of your friends around you can really affect your life in different matters. So I told them a story about how my life could have been totally changed, and I might not be here today because of choice one of our friends made. So that's something a lot of people don't know about. So if you want to check that out, you got to go to my YouTube channel, Eli Speaks.
Definitely check that out. Definitely check those
So
out.
I have a question. When you're starting out, tell us about starting out as a motivational speaker. You know, I know it's a hard road to get people to actually want to listen to your story. So how do you make them listen?
You know, the funny thing is, when I just spoke again for Career Day at University Middle School again, it was really all about motivational speaking and telling people, like, asking them to know the definitions and having kids get up and, you know, tell them different information. I didn't even get a chance to put that video up. I got so much stuff I got to put up. But it's one of the biggest fears in the world is public speaking.
Right.
And it might be maybe top 3.
Yeah,
I
100%.
haven't checked again. So, luckily enough, I was able to be in certain positions, even though I didn't want to at a younger age, of having to be in front of people, whether it's talent shows and fashion shows and being in different venues and all these different things. So I kind of had the cheat code early, so I won't be really as nervous. Even though I still preferred to be behind the scene, I had no problem being in front of the camera or being in front of the mic or whatever. It wasn't, the nervousness wasn't really there. So it's being able to tell people your story, if it's, you know, you're focused on that, and still continuing to research and grow how to, because people do public speaking and motivational speaking in different ways, but depending on your audience and how you do it. Because, like, if you look at my videos, you can see the different changes and different techniques I've used with different crowds, whether it's more of a harder, influential, tougher speech, or it's more of a more intellectual, depending on my crowd. So it's being able to intrigue your audience and pull them in, because I love to get audiences, you know, participation, and I really show that they're into it and they understand what I'm saying and they're listening and they can really be a part of it, whether I'm telling a story or I'm just asking questions and getting them to really get into it. So regardless of having your experiences to talk about, or if it's something you've never even done before, because usually when I speak, I try to speak on stuff that I already know. But I took an effective speech class in the fall of 2015 just to really continue to grow. Right. And I was like the ringer in that class because I've been doing it already. Yeah. So it was really easy, but it challenged me to research certain things, and I had to talk and speak on different topics that I normally wouldn't care to talk about, whether it's war or, you know, whatever, something I would never really even care to talk about, and actually write down certain speeches, because most times it's speaking from the heart.
Right, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
how do you prepare?
So it's usually, like, depending on the topic, something I already know about, I can easily just speak from the heart. If it's something that you want me to speak about, something else that I don't normally do, it's more of the research and having like little cards and stuff. Even though I haven't really necessarily done it in some of the places I've spoke at, like having little cards to remind me to touch on these topics and subjects, and even like practicing certain things because you see the effect. I would know, like, as reading out loud than it is in my head. So it's more of that preparation if it's something I don't really know about. If it's something I do, we have another call.
Call us, state your name. Welcome to the Author's Corner.
Hello, I'm looking for Fan Biz. This is Kim, a.k.a. The Joker.
Hey, how are you? It's my
I'm
sister,
good,
y'all.
sir. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing right now?
Oh, well, today my bike club is having a fish fry up at the Fox Trap in Irvington.
Oh, that just sounds cool.
From 12 to 4.
12 to 4.
You know, it's already started.
That sounds like a good idea because we get off air at 2, so that leaves 2 more hours
for you to get some fried fish.
Yeah, like what kind of fish you guys got there?
What do we have? Whitey and tilapia. What's that? Tilapia.
Tilapia?
Yeah, I said tilapia something. I'm at the Fox Trap, so you know I've been drinking.
So, somewhere in the world there may be 5 o'clock, so it's okay.
As long as you don't end up
it's
on those
happy hour somewhere.
surfboards, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, come through. We have a lot of food out here.
Okay, well,
and then afterwards, I'm hitting the park.
Oh.
To do what? Go running?
Huh?
What? To work out?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You said you're going to the park afterwards.
Yeah, after this.
Okay, so I said to do what? Workout?
No, I'm going to a cookout. My
Oh.
family's having a big cookout.
more
at East
food.
Park
So you
today.
just getting your eat on, huh?
Yes.
I know that's right.
You should just bring a couple of plates to the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the address?
Oh.
The address to the station is 40 Ferry Street. The address to the store, I'm going to tell you this one more time. I'll never tell you again.
Oh, no, I know where the store
I
is.
know
I didn't
you.
know.
I know you know. But the
Who's in the background laughing at me?
everybody's
Hi, everybody.
they're all gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you. Listen, the 40 Ferry Street. Anytime you want to drop off some food, or you just want to
send
come
me a
show some
text.
love, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I'm on it.
Okay.
And what
Send me a
bike
text.
what bike club is it?
Facebook can't
Chaos
stop.
on Wheels.
Chaos on Wheel. You're chaos on feet. You know that.
So you can imagine how I am on that bike.
Yeah, you're a monster. Well, I appreciate you calling in,
Oh,
love.
now it's Sean.
Thank you. Have a good day,
Thank you for
everyone.
calling.
Bye.
Save me some
Bye-bye.
fish.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay,
Sean.
you got that. Bye.
They said it was so weak. But we're still here. We're still, I mean, live went off for a second. It said the signal was weak, but we're still here in the show. For those that don't know, I'm up here in the Arthur's Corner.
Hey.
Tell us what parts of your story that you emphasize when you're speaking.
Talk
If-
about your life, maybe.
Yeah, if it's, like I said, the most common topic that I'm asked to speak about when it comes to my life is it's really about the choices. And my life choices when it comes to how I choose to, because people ask, like, how do you grew up in Newark, and how were you able to navigate it and not fall, as you say, to the traps of Newark? And it was really because I was raised to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we wasn't really relying on needing others to do much of anything. So I didn't, even though I had my family's love and support, it still was, I was self-motivated. Mm-hmm. And I had, my twin brother, so it was kind of, we just supported each other. I didn't really have, like, my family's at my games and things of that nature. It was mostly just us. We're going to play, we're going whatever, and we didn't really need it. And, like, it brought to mind, like, when I was talking with a teacher recently, like, the other day, these kids aren't mentally as strong as we were.
Right.
We've come through so far tougher situations that they're dealing with. We grew up in, like, real bad situations and still was able to make it through. These kids all of them aren't necessarily mentally strong enough to deal
Right.
with some of these different obstacles or hardships that we have. They want to go into hurting themselves or taking drugs, and to see or hear certain things, like, let's say, people in our culture finding out little girls that are African American or minorities, they're cutting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Newark, like, what? That's something you would hear from another culture.
Right.
But here, and to see it's like multiple ones, it's not just, one or two, it's a bunch
Right.
of them, and they like all know each other, and it's just funny, like, and you have a good life. You
Yeah.
have a nice situation.
no reason to
You
cut
might got
yourself.
both parents, you got whatever, like you financially stable. You might not even necessarily live in Newark.
Right.
But you got, and your life is that hard, you feel you got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that, you got to really be,
Mentally tough.
you got to be mentally tough.
And that self motivation is missing too. You don't have anybody to lean on. You got to lean on yourself. Strengthen
that's 'cause
yourself.
A lot of these kids' parents are not that much older than them, and on top of that, you also have some kids whose parents are, they want to be their best friends,
Right.
Or their friends. Or no, you're not. That's your child. Like like it's just certain things that they do now or kids do now. I've noticed myself. I know everybody else has seen it, that we couldn't do, like sit in on grown folks' conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would.
Right.
Not only sit in on a grown folks' conversation,
But have an opinion.
have an opinion, or you interjected on the conversation, and like,
You get the look like, why are you even here?
and I'm in the distance looking like, why is their lip still on their face? Because if that was me, I realize why, like, I'm so far ahead of myself, because my mother knocked me into next week so many times. Like,
Right, she knocked you ahead in time.
yeah,
I get it. Okay.
I just put that together. Salute to you, Mom. You made me great.
I like that.
Yeah. Hey, Najee, you out there listening, don't try to use that for one of your raps, buddy. All right.
Thanks, Mom, for making me great.
Yeah, no, she knocked me into next week, so I'm ahead of myself. Yeah, that was a good one.
You gotta
I
write
think
that down
just-
when you host something.
When you're a parent, one of the most important things, and I think even in any relationship, and parent or with your spouse, you need to work on being your best person. You know, you want to be a good person if you want to teach your kids to be a good person, or you want to be a good person if you want your spouse to be good to you. So it's just about passing that on. Teach your kids, about the strength that you know that you have. Teach them that they can be as strong as you, or teach them that they're not going through half of what you went through, and just teach them to be independent and to know they could be whatever they want.
I like a phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Another thing you got to teach them is sometimes everything's not going to go your way. Like
That's true, too.
disappointment for them is like that's the end of the world.
Right,
Like,
devastation.
they don't understand the meaning of the word no.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're cutting themselves because somebody told them no.
I mean, you got a lot of times, in any situations, when you hear of parents verbally abusing some of these kids, like say our girls, because it's calling them all types of bees and holes, or they're doing this and that, and they're not actually, but just because they're hearing it so much,
Right.
and they've been begin to harm themselves or doing certain things. Like, Mom, you're like, what? You find like this nice girl, this she's sweet, she's smart, and at home she's hearing she's this and that.
You're right.
So you're finding out that this is why she's doing certain things, why she's hurting herself, or why she's doing other things. So then you get some of these girls that are easily influenced. Mm-hmm. And I've had a few talks with some young ladies because I've seen and heard some things that they're into, and it bothered me. And I want to talk with them about how they should act as a young lady and continue moving forward more in a positive manner, because knowing they're not all mentally strong enough to deal with what comes with this lifestyle that they're choosing. Mm-hmm. You don't want to continue going this route. So,
and it's good of you to stop and take that moment with them. There's obviously a man who's not doing that.
It's the same number. Oh, yeah. I'm
Do
sorry.
you have a caller?
Not yet.
Nah. But we're back. So this, I mean, it's harder being a man because I try to get some women to talk to some of the young girls.
That's always been my dream, actually, to go to schools and just talk to girls. I feel like there's that age, maybe 13 to 17.
I knew it was coming.
Caller.
Welcome to the office
Hello?
corner. Caller. Welcome to the office
Yes.
corner. How are you? I know that voice.
Yeah, you should.
What's going on, Ma?
Mama fan base.
Nothing much. I hear you talking about me.
I mean, really,
Somebody snitched.
I just use you as a reference, to how I was reared as a child, and I think that should still be, in place.
I think it was knocking him into next week.
Yeah, your son just left here too.
Yeah, he's just moving and shaking this weekend. He was supposed to have been down here, but
Yeah, I heard you earlier.
yeah.
Guess what he came to do?
Eat.
He came to get the Xbox 360 so they can go play.
Yeah, that guy.
Sounds like my son, but
Yeah, that's his thing. I mean, but it keeps him out of trouble,
He was in and out. Barely gonna give me a hug.
Wow. Yeah, my son
Yeah,
is.
but I just called to say hello to everybody there.
Thank you so much
Hi,
for
Mama.
calling.
And wish you a happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Absolutely. Thank
And
you.
to your guest and his son, hello.
Oh, thank you.
And to you too, Miss Whitney.
Hi, thank you.
How are you?
I'm great. How
Mother,
are
did
you?
you just tell Whitney J
I'm doing
Happy
good.
Father's Day?
I was thinking that, but I was trying to keep it to myself. So,
I thought she was just saying
Oh,
hi.
I'm just,
Oh, Marie.
yes.
I'm cooking some oxtails.
Hey, look, Mom, look.
Wait a minute.
What
If
time
you-
that's gonna be
listen,
done?
If you didn't make enough for everybody, that should be disclosed information. I'm just telling you, because you're live on air. I don't want people following me to your
And
house.
we all just perked up.
Yeah. Not even for those here. We talking about the people out there viewing. Like, they may be on their way to the
I'm
house
sorry
right
about
now.
that.
Just
Hey,
make
Mom, I just drove through the block the other day. I would gladly drive through it today.
Oh, man. Yeah, Sam, are you listening to the show and calling at the same time?
Multitasking.
Oh, well, my doors are locked.
Oh, okay, no, you're amazing. But huh? You got any more awesome sauce for us?
Well, that's all I wanted to say.
Love you, mother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'll be
Yes,
there.
I am.
Listen, I'll be there around 5 for those oxtails.
Yeah, I heard Kim on there.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call her back and tell her hold on to the fish. I want the oxtails. Yeah.
All right, Malik.
All right, Ma.
Thank
Hey,
you.
I will
listen,
talk to you later on.
San,
Love you.
listen, Mother. Don't forget to go to Animal Zone, 261 Clifton Avenue in Newark, New Jersey, for all your pet supplies. It's the official pet store for 8 Squad Rebel Radio.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Love you.
Love
Talk to you
too.
later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Keish, I see you.
Tell Keish calling. We want to talk to her too.
Keish, you can call in. The number's 973-932-7933 if you want to, speak to us.
Yeah.
But on a more different note,
Okay.
if you're looking for something to do, you want to bring a family, any fathers, you want to come support your kids or bring your son to see something positive, I'll be coaching today, 4 o'clock in Orange Park, right behind Irvington High School. My Science High Chargers versus, I believe, Newark Renaissance House. So it's 4 o'clock. It's outside, so bring your long chairs, bring some water, stay hydrated. Looking for something to do. I don't know.
Fun day out.
Oh,
Bring the
man.
kids.
I'm
Chill out.
conflicted now. It's
I'll
like,
be here.
do I go out and watch the basketball game,
Or do you go
or do
eat?
I go get these oxtails? Basketball oxtails. I'm going to get the
Hey,
oxtails.
look,
Bring the oxtails to the basketball game.
it's the thought.
You'll be all right.
I appreciate
no, the
it, brother.
oxtails give you the itis. I
I
ain't
appreciate
going anywhere after that. I can promise you that one. So you got
Hey,
any-
Whitney, I see you.
Hi.
You can call in, Whitney.
Is me or another Whitney?
Oh, another Whitney.
I'm not used to.
She down in Florida, getting a little Florida love right now.
Yeah, Whitney,
I would
how
think
about
I'm
you
the only
call in
Whitney.
and call and talk to Whitney, and you guys have a Whitney conversation? Like, how does it feel to be Whitney?
Yeah, Whitney, you can call in 932-7933.
I don't hear a lot of people with that name. I'm used to it just
Oh,
being
just
me.
being
That's
you.
why. Yeah, I'm
you
just
selfish with the
Maybe.
name.
feeling myself. I take it back. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know a few Whitneys. A few.
Oh,
a
yeah?
few. Yeah.
Yeah, I know like 2.
I know
Y'all can
2.
all get together and get in formation.
It's a lot of y'all out there in these streets.
Yeah.
So Whitney, you got anything special planned for your husband for Father's Day tomorrow?
I mean, every day special when you're married to me.
Oh, here we go. This is
But,
good. Here we go.
all right.
You're definitely a Whitney.
That's good. You heard it here
sounds
first
like
from
a
Whitney J.
That sounds like a Whitney right
Yeah,
there.
listen,
Go
he
ahead.
hasn't called the show yet, but he might just be about to call in.
You know why? My husband, he likes to sit in the background. He lets me do me. You know,
Yeah, he's a cool
I'm a
dude.
Sagittarius. I need a lot of freedom, so he lets me go. But I'll probably see what he wants for dinner. What's his favorite meal? I'll cook him some steak tomorrow.
Oh.
Give me some steaks.
Okay,
Hey
I got
now.
some steaks for
Hey
you
now.
too.
Hey, if you want, once
Steak
you,
and shrimp.
I mean, you and the husband, the kids, y'all can come to the game today.
It's true.
4
My
o'clock.
husband loves basketball.
Yes, you can come see my boys do some work.
Give us the address again.
It's at Orange Park, right
Okay.
behind Irvington High School. It's crazy, Orange Park and Irvington, right behind Irvington High at that. But hey, that's how it's
I think
always
it's
been.
right on Orange Road. Yeah.
It's right behind was off of Clinton Ave. So
Okay.
basically, if if you coming up Clinton Ave towards Irvington, it's that first parking lot before you get to the other little parking lot for the school, and you pull all the way in the back and you'll see the park.
All right.
Not sure if we may get to see Elijah get dunked on today. If I go
I'm
out there,
coaching. There's no dunking on.
I'm gonna
coaching,
have
baby.
somebody dunk on this guy.
Yeah, only you missed when I did play, and when I put together a 7th versus 8th grade game from my middle school team, and then did staff versus students.
One of the kids
you,
dunked on you?
You crazy?
He said never. What part don't you understand about never?
I gotta
Hey,
talk.
cousin,
I gotta talk
I
to
see
Najee.
you. He's gonna tell you that, look, it's gonna be
Hey,
the same
Najee,
thing. We never got dunked on.
I know you're out there with Juan Carlos and Don DeMarco, but can you call in and tell us about the time you told me when you dunked on Elijah? Because he doesn't remember this
Hey,
situation.
cousin. Yeah, no, he's never. We don't do that. We play great defense. I take charges. I'm not really trying to be a shot blocker. I play like OG would tell you the same thing. Like never. I play great defense. Somebody dunking is not really happening on me.
Tell us about the finals. Who you going for?
I'm kind of going for the underdogs. I go with Cleveland. Like
Yeah.
I just it's a couple of Jersey boys on there, and I just wanted to see the naysayers. I don't really care either way. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan,
Okay.
but You know, I'm gonna go with the East, and I'm gonna go with Cleveland, and I want them, you know, just to win, and just I don't really care about if LeBron win. I just want the Kyrie, JR to get that, and you know, get that chip. You got some Newark Jersey boys right there.
I definitely agree with that point, the Jersey boys. But I also want Brian to get one because I just want to hear what you're gonna have to say about him next. Like,
oh my gosh,
this boy get hated on so much, and that's why you got to like go with the underdog. He's still doing his thing, whatever the situation is. He's still going. And when they look, I saw some stats earlier today. He's leading the whole, like everybody in the playoffs. He's first in everything when it comes to points, rebounds, like steals, all this stuff. Everybody in the playoffs, he's leading.
I admit I participate in the LeBron hate. Shout out to my brother-in-law. He is LeBron's #1 fan, so I kind of do it just to piss him off. But LeBron's a great player.
So that means you're rooting for Golden State?
Yes.
Team light skin.
I was thinking it. I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, team light skin, but I ain't gonna say.
Hey Drake, I don't know if you're listening out there, Drake, but you started this. Like even Chris Brown, you know, he's light skinned, but he hangs with the dark skinned guys. Like Drake, you started some BS, man. You and I'll be sure.
We love all skins. No, black skin is beautiful.
I don't know about that.
Not in Golden State, man. They really don't want Draymond on the team, but they have no choice.
We love Draymond.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going for the Cavs, man. East Coast. You know, I like LeBron sneakers. They last a long time.
Oh, wow.
Like his career is going to last a long time. See, I like that.
LeBron's a good player. I don't take nothing away from him. I just like hate. You know, you love to hate on somebody when it's the other team.
Not necessarily. I don't love to hate anybody. I don't want to hate any. Like that just requires too much energy. I don't even.
Yeah.
I only mean competitively. I know. Not in life.
Nah,
it's all love.
Like I can dislike people like Giants fans and Knicks fans.
At least we agree.
Like I could dislike.
We agree
people.
here.
I could dislike.
My
them.
husband probably just tuned out from the show.
They
Giants fan.
Well, then he didn't need to be listening to the show. You know what? I'm not going to say that because we're going to lose a lot of viewers. But anyway,
yeah, like the Giants and the
Niner
Knicks
Nation.
Fans, I think the Giants are worse fans than Knicks fans, though. But they're just a whole level.
You know what?
Whole other level of just the hate they have.
No. This is what I would say. I used to work at the stadium, so what I would say is this: the Knicks fans are loyal, right? They are loyal. Like if you're a Knicks fan, you've been a Knicks fan for a very long time. The Giants fans, they flip-flop on the team so quick. They win this week. It's good. You see the same guy comes to the games every week. The next week, I hate this team. I don't even know why I'm a fan. You were just a fan last week.
Because that's what love is. You love it so much that you're mad about it.
Nah, you got to ride, man. I'm a 49er fan, man. Right there. And we've been out the loop. We've been out the loop for a minute now. Like we've been on the cusp of the loop, but. And we gonna rock, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, I hate my team. Like if even those that were on the team that got traded somewhere else, like I still rock with them. Like you were a 49er, you're gonna always be a 49er. Like Jerry Rice, one of the greatest 49ers ever. Yeah. He went somewhere else. Joe Montana went somewhere else.
That's like you know what I mean. Emmitt Smith, man, you know, he was always going to be he wanted to finish.
He was great. He was a part of the Cocaine Cowboys, man.
And he was destroying them. They were still winning high as a kite.
Couple lines before the game, get right.
Then afterwards with the fans, the cheerleaders, whatever they decided to do, little parties and all that.
Oh wow.
They was going hard.
Yeah, Emmitt was the last of the Mohegans, man, and after that, I don't know. Just something about blue and gray together. It's just It's not like the vapors at Bob's Smoke Shop at 42 Ferry Street. Because their prices are on fleek. Yeah.
You use that term regularly?
Not till today.
Not till today.
I never used the terminology before. It just, it sounded, but his vapor prices are on fleek, and that's different. I like how he used that. He took something negative and turned it positive. And I hope he gets a lot of vapor sales because his prices are on fleek.
On fleek.
Bob. I'm going to go in there and talk to Bob
when we leave here. Who can that be?
Oh, another caller on fleek.
Yeah, you're in the author's corner.
Hey, yo, Malik, bro, we're not going to talk about my team like that.
Oh, man.
Right. I gave you a team. I gave you a team. See, listen, you were looking for me to say something negative. I just said that you guys were awesome when you were the cocaine.
Negative, bro. bro.
No, that's what they were doing. Listen.
Were you in the locker room? Let
Listen.
me ask you a question. Were you in the locker room, sir?
No, it never happened in the locker room. It
Were
happened in
you
the
there?
hotel.
So that's
Yeah.
worse. You know what?
No,
We're not gonna
I'm
talk
just
about
saying.
that.
Listen,
we're not gonna talk
no,
about how
you see what
went
it
to
is
the hotel
is-
with the Cowboys.
bro, you're reaching right now because I said I'm here with another Cowboy
Yo,
fan.
I'm calling to show this black man some support, man, because what he's doing is excellent.
No, you're calling because he's a
man.
Cowboy fan.
Come
on, man.
Bro, this man, he got the real talk. But you know, we need more guys like these guys out here, man. Basketball coach, teacher, this guy's everything. I don't even know what you can't describe him as. So you know that I'm big on that. The whole Save My City movement. That's super dope what this guy doing. I was just saying, keep up the good work, brother.
I appreciate
Wow,
it.
thank
Nah,
Do you
bro.
have anything motivational to say?
That was motivational.
No, I mean just from
Oh,
himself, not about this
Give
guy.
us a quote.
Yeah, give us something motivational, Najee. Mr. Save My City.
Oh yeah, Malik, this is one of your favorites. We only could save one at a time, man, and that's real. That's the real stuff, and that goes so far. Like even if it's just impacting one person and them keeping it going, you know what I mean? Like the kids that that you impact out here, they just keep it going. Like this guy turned into this guy, and this, you know what I mean? So I mean, we can't grab everybody, man, but one could change the world.
One man could change the
Makes
world.
sense.
True.
For those that don't know, that's Brother Najee Green with the uplifting words.
Yeah,
Amen.
man. Sometimes, sometimes my
For the-
brother right
For
there.
the viewers, y'all can't hear the phone call, but he just dropped some jewels. So we'll have the video up later, and the music and all that.
Sometimes he needs a hug and a role model himself, and he owns it. Like he's
doesn't?
not like, oh, I don't. Yeah,
Oh yeah. I mean, I did see a couple of those when the brothers came together and showed my man some love when he really needed it.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
y'all need that sometimes.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, guys, enjoy.
Yeah, I'll
Thank
talk to you
you.
later at the store because you just almost had a almost unforgiving moment.
I think he would have just hung up.
I got
I
you.
think he would have just hung up on me. So I'm
Yeah,
just leave that
listen. My hand was getting closer to the phone and hit the.
alone. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Talk about
I
that.
know you was thinking if he say this on my show.
Yeah.
All right, bro, I'm out.
No, but you know what? No, listen. So
What?
tomorrow, I mean, because Najee is Mr. Save My City. Like, I don't, some people I just don't get along with, but in support of my brother, he'll be performing tomorrow at the Juneteenth event. It's on South 10th Street between Avon and Madison, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely like that's something to bring the kids out to. They'll have the health and wellness thing out there. You can get checked out, fathers. Scrotum cancer and colonoscopies. They're doing all that out there. Vasectomies. They're doing all that out there. They're trying to get y'all right. But definitely come out and you can see Najee in Save My City mode. You normally see him in
Custom T-shirt mode.
I hate every rapper.
Mr. I Hate Every Rapper mode.
Oh,
Yeah, so you get him in Save My City mode, like it definitely a good show to see. Yeah. But hey, check this out. I need you to do one thing for me.
What?
Talk to us later.
Wait, you said what?
Because I'm just scared of what you might say next. I mean, I don't know.
No, bro, that was it.
Oh.
Yeah, just come see me rock out tomorrow. Bring the kids, all that.
Yeah, definitely.
thank you for showing love.
For those that didn't
Bro,
hear that,
I'm
Brother Najee,
listening.
where we performing at Juneteenth tomorrow on 10th Street between Madison and Avon. What time does the event start tomorrow, you know?
I haven't a clue.
Yeah, it's from 8 to 8.
I guess
All
from,
day.
from 8 a.m. to 8
I
p.m.
just-
But what time you
Yeah, I
performing,
just-
though? What time you performing?
See,
This is why I don't
I
want
don't
to go
know.
out there, because if I go out there,
Okay.
he probably don't perform till like 7:45.
man,
So
man.
I don't
So,
want to,
Any event, bring your family out, support Najee performing tomorrow.
Yes.
Once we find out the time, I'm sure they'll put it online somewhere.
Support that
yeah,
black man.
definitely.
Yeah,
All
since
right, man.
we-
Well, I'm locked in. I'm tuned in, listening to this verbal assault to my team.
we definitely not
No,
even.
I wouldn't let him do that. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
we
let him
done.
do
We're done with the Those guys.
Those guys.
It's over.
All right, bro.
Bye.
But since we're talking about the kids or whatever, next week we have a show at the New Fan Custom Cave. It's called Heir to the Throne.
Okay.
And it's based around the youth, like the younger entertainers here in Newark, New Jersey, Essex County, and like just being able to give them a platform, because we do Kings of the Mics and Queens of the Mics very frequently, and it's kind of hard to, and a lot of them be wanting to perform. They're good. They in our circle, and it's like, okay, we've been doing them in bars and lounges, and they can't really come in there, even if they let them come in and perform and leave right back out. But when you perform and you're doing a show like that, you want to network with, the people that's there. And so we have a way to get them a platform now. And if you could come out and support them, it's at 222 Hollywood Avenue next Saturday. Doors open up at 2 o'clock. Show starts at 3 on the dot, because the kids are definitely punctual. Like Elijah, we say 2, they're there at 1:45. So definitely come out and, give them some love. Like, you rather them be on a stage than to be on your porch. You rather them be on a stage with a microphone than to be on your porch with a pistol.
Wow.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so come out and show them some love.
That was powerful.
And for any of you kids who don't understand that, that's giving y'all a great avenue to perform and do your thing. And so tell your boys, if y'all need to get in contact, go to the store sometime this week and see how y'all can be a part of not this one, the next one. Yeah. And, get them in there. Buy some shirts.
I actually got one slot available.
Oh, we got one slot available.
Somebody, and don't come, and especially because it's, like I said, it's for the youth, 19 and younger. Please don't come to the store and say I want to get in the competition, and you got I'm not going to say ratchet music. You got all of this, I don't want to hear it. And I definitely don't want to hear it from you. Like, the whole purpose of the platform we giving is so that you have a voice, and now you can be heard by people that wouldn't hear you before. Like, we're trying to build something here. We're not trying to build nothing around Reaganomics. I mean, if that's what you into.
They don't know what Reaganomics is. You might want to explain that to them.
No. I'm not.
Okay.
But if that's what you're into, I'm not here to judge you. I just don't want you to bring that negative energy around.
Bring something positive.
Yeah, you got to come with something positive. Like, somebody put me on this one young guy, and he's about 17. And he's like, yeah, I want to perform in the show. I'm like, all right, cool. I trust the person's judgment or whatever. So he like, yeah, so is it a charge? I'm like, yeah, it's a charge at the door, whatever. But, you get a percentage of the ticket sales. Like, it's not like you selling tickets and, no, you're going to make money off the show, whatever the case may be, for you to do whatever it is that you need to do, because you be doing something else to get money. And he's like, yeah, so do my family got to pay? I'm like, yeah, everybody has to pay. He's like, well, what about my, mind you, again, I said he's about 17. So he said, yeah, what about my manager and my bodyguard? Yeah, bodyguard.
In Hollywood?
I know. I don't think he Hollywood. But he said, my bodyguard makes sure everything goes smooth. So now I'm nervous. Like, well, what are you into that you need a bodyguard at 17? And this is, mind you, this is your first time ever performing. Like,
oh man.
I'm thinking maybe he watched Get Rich or Die Trying and 50 had the bodyguards. No, that's because he had just been shot 9 times. Like, I don't know. I just don't want I want something better for the youth. Like, don't bring the negative energy.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. Because if you do bring the negative energy, I'm not going to refer you to Bob Smoke Shop, because his vapes are on fleek. Okay?
42 Ferry Street?
Yeah, 42 Ferry Street, man. What I can do is send you to Ferry Wireless and Electronics, because they fix computers and cell phones, and you can watch the show from there. You don't have to come there. You can watch the show from Ferry's Wireless.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's definitely deep.
Want to take another music break?
Yeah, I mean, I love music. I love music. Any type of music you like to listen to, Najee?
I like some music. Some music's by Drake.
Drake,
you like music by Drake? Drake's a pretty emotional guy. What do you think?
Nigeria was just hating on Drake. Our last caller was just hating on Drake.
What?
Oh, man.
What?
He's appalled.
Najee, you were hating on Drake, man. Drake's down with Team Light Skin, man. Don't hate on us.
Don't hate on us.
Yeah, I'm light skinned when I need to be. I'm like a darker light skinned guy.
That's cool.
Yeah, and like it was like light skin, then me, and then dark skin.
You got light skin tendencies, what you're saying? Okay.
I get emotional sometimes too, you know.
Yeah.
I just
I get it.
Listen, hey Zay, I love you, man.
Take us out, Zay.
We'll be back on there after the commercial break.
Can't go too much more of this light skin conversation going on here.
Welcome back.
Right.
Welcome.
Author's Corner.
And we're back on.
Yes, we are.
For those that don't know, that's Whitney J. She thinks she's the only Whitney in the world for some reason. She's just that selfish.
Jealousy.
No,
She's the only Whitney
Not
in
selfish
8 Squad
in any
Rebel
way.
Radio.
Are you jealous?
True.
that's brother.
No,
That's brother
I'm not
right
jealous.
there. She's like, what? Really?
It's
Talking
okay.
to me, the only Whitney? It's a lot of you. I know a few of you up and down the East Coast.
They're great people, aren't they?
Yeah, they're definitely interesting.
The
They
Whitneys.
definitely all have interesting characteristics.
Yeah.
I must say so myself.
So what they're saying is, if your name is Whitney, you're great.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be great, but I don't want to change my name to Whitney.
Nah, I don't think
Something would be real weird about that.
that'll be the unforgiving moment.
Yes.
Well, just knowing a Whitney makes you great.
Well,
too.
exactly.
Works like that.
Yes. Now I'm good now. knowing
Energy.
that I can absorb some of that awesomeness.
Right.
Because you're
Awesome
Whitney.
sauce. Like your mother
Yes.
called here with awesome sauce.
Yeah, she's dope. I think her name's Whitney too.
If you just tuned in, I got the great one with me, my son, Elijah G. Glenn. I'm Elijah Glenn, of course, a.k.a. Eli Speaks. You can hit me on YouTube. Eli, that's E-L-I, space Speaks, that's S-P-E-A-K-S. On Instagram, same thing, but Eli_Speaks. I'm there all day if you're trying to get in contact with me. If you want to email, if you want to give it to me quicker, FATENBECEO@gmail.com or ElijahGlenn@hotmail.com. That's ELIJAHGLENN@hotmail.com. Either way, you can get at me quickly.
Or if you want to book him for any speaking engagements, you can hit my email up. I'll send you an invoice through PayPal.
Sounds about right. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I get a little when it comes to some of these events, especially in the morning, like these career fairs, these schools. My first thing is like a requirement. Like, look, are y'all giving me something to drink and eat? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just kind of, you gotta make sure I get some breakfast in there because. Especially I'm gonna be there for all them hours. At least you can do is give me some
Nice, yeah.
some fruit or something, like some muffins. You have continental breakfast for us, something.
Nice.
So breakfast, they'll be like, well, we didn't ask for Grumpy. We asked for Elijah.
I'm telling like this is any event in the morning that I have to go to. It's like a requirement. Like regardless if it's a bunch of us or you're gonna have food, and because that's the start of the day. I'm trying to get there early, so I'm gonna have time to get me some breakfast in. So at least you got it there, and we're gonna do what we got to do.
Now, when it comes to speaking, are you like you don't get nervous at all before you speak? Are you over your nerves?
He's always over his
Yeah,
nerves.
it's usually I'm usually like the topics. Usually just trying to make sure, like say when I spoke in Plainfield a few weeks ago at Jefferson School. This is the second time I've been there. They asked me back to come back again for the second time for their career day, and this time we did a little different. I did mostly athletic events with the younger kids, 4th grade and under. For the first part of the day, and then I spoke to the 5th graders. Mm-hmm. And so he wanted me to focus on certain things like respect, leadership, and self-esteem. So because he wanted me to hit on those topics, it was more of the researching, and I did the more of getting more participation. So the nervousness is not necessarily there. It's just the fact of going over in my head how I want things to go and make sure to touch on certain points. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I get so into it. Like I say, even like here, being a radio show, get so involved and talking, doing everything else. I might forget to say, hey, I got this coming up.
Right.
Or I might forget to say, hey, make sure you go to my YouTube, make sure you go to my Instagram. Because the normal course of conversation, things that may happen. The nervousness, it hasn't been in a long time. Now, maybe if I'm getting to certain arenas, like say I'm got to speak, like, I don't know, the mayor and some other people like that I don't know.
Yeah.
It may appear a little bit more, but because I had a cheat code since I was little, getting involved and having to do these things speaking in front of large groups or performing in front of large groups, it's gone. Like for the most part, it's still it's basically gone.
And do you find that the kids are always receptive?
No.
Like
these, it's only, they may have to warm up a bit. Like when the last school I spoke to, and I'm going from class to class, so it's basically starting over, and I have to, even though I'm saying the same things, they maybe come up at a different times. So you gotta, I noticed in a couple of the classes, I see the left side of the class was participating more, and the right side, no matter the class I was in, they was more a little shy. And then I got in one class, it kind of like switched. But sometimes they kind of just like, oh God, what's this person gonna say? Like, why are they here? Whatever. And then as the process goes, and I pull on them and I get them to stand up and they speak, and then some people want to go up like each time or 4 times when I ask questions, and other ones kind of just like, whatever, what is he talking about? Then they get it like, oh, okay, all right, okay, I can. It's the difference is I'm somebody just like them. I'm not somebody from the outside looking in. I'm somebody from the inside looking out just like them. So I want them to understand that I'm not just somebody that's here just hey, just to be here
or just to talk at you.
Yeah, I've been in far worse situations. Like I tell them, like I grew up in some of the areas, like even as close, some of the worst areas, the closest like a few blocks away that some of y'all don't even go to. And I see these names of different projects and stuff that I live in, and they like, oh, certain areas like, oh, okay, like this, he official, what he's talking about or whatever, depending on where I'm at. Now, I haven't been to the point, like the farthest I've been speaking wise is in Aberdeen, Maryland. Okay. And we got booked. It's crazy. We got booked to come down there and host a talent, like a talent kind of show. There was like some artists performing in the park in Aberdeen, Maryland, like 2 years ago. And because we were coming down there, like, you know what? In the whole process of thinking of getting down there early and being punctual, we're going to go down there the day before. So they handled the hotel and stuff for us. So we're going to come down the day before, make sure everything's straight. Since we was coming the day before, we reached out to my other dudes, my boys in Brooklyn, phenomenal artist, and the manager, and said, hey, I know you got some people down in Brooklyn. We're going down there, and hey, y'all might want to perform. We're going down there. Like, cool. We got a man down there who's like the Puffy of Baltimore. Like, literally, he's a young dude. Like, he does events and he's a producer, and this dude is dope out in Baltimore. Like, he's it. Real humble, real cool, though, dude. Reached out to him, like, listen, we're coming down there. They're like, all right, I want y'all to come host my event on that Friday, and I will have some of the Ravens hosting as well. So he got me and my brother to host the event. It was a white affair. And, we in there, we in VIP and everything with some of the Ravens players, just chilling in this nice little spot in Baltimore. And then the next day, that Saturday, was Aberdeen, Maryland. So it was in the hood, though. And being from the hood, you can notice no matter where it is, you know how to spot a hood.
Right.
So we in the park, and the hood is like, it's townhouses. It's one way in, one way out. Like, you make this right, it's like rows of townhouses, a little like cul-de-sac. It's all still just one way. Like, you go around, and then there's the other little side, but it's only literally one way in, one way out. So I'm looking, and we had the spot. I'm like, okay, it's in the park. It's right here in the hood, right here. This place should be flooded with at least these people from this right here. They don't go. They just come outside their house and come there and hear these performances. So during the event and like after the event, we're talking with the event organizers and everything. Like, you should have talked with us and hired us to help to tell y'all what y'all need to do to make this place be crowded, because there's no way in the world these people, it's right across the street. You got food, you got entertainment. They can come in, and then the artist should have been inviting their family too. So there's no way in the world you should not have at least 300 plus people out here. Y'all should have been knocking on doors, giving like, hey, we're gonna have something here in this park. You can just come across the street. We're gonna have food, we're gonna have drinks, entertainment. You come to see your family, bring in, they don't have to drive anywhere.
Right.
So you come right outside, there's some entertainment. And you got the cops that come in there, riding their bikes and chilling. So from talking to that, and then you got artists coming to us and asking us different information, and it's kids as well. It was youth. It was some young adults, and even some older ones that performed in this event. And it started off talking from maybe 3 or 4 people to next thing you got 20 and 50 people surrounding us, just me and my brother, just picking our brains, asking how to do certain things, or what you to do, and this and that. And even for our contact information, I know my brother still stays in contact with a couple of the youth from down there in Aberdeen, who still just, they wanted to form some things and do some events and, get themselves out there more. So it was a different situation, but it just grows just from, you just find something that common interest, and you have some knowledge to share. It just happens.
Right.
Before we close out, Elijah, keep dwelling on the fact that you're a motivational speaker. Just think it's right for you to give the people out there a little motivation. Like, take us out on a motivational tip.
Okay. All right, so let's say, I think I talked about this last show, so I'm gonna try to something different instead of just talking about support. Let's talk about being a part of something greater by stepping out of and being afraid of that limelight. And it took me learning to stop trying to be behind the scenes all the time. When I got so many positive people and brothers saying, like, he's saying, go into politics, bro. We need you there. You know, we need people like you to do certain things. We need you to be the spearhead and do certain things. But it's a lot of people just like that who are afraid of their greatness. And you're afraid of being great because you're like, besides the naysayers, can I really do this?
Right.
Can I actually do I got enough intelligence to do it? Do I have enough, the people that's going to support me? Do I have enough money? And instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to do what I can and build to that point. And you got to tell yourself that self-motivation, I can do it. It may take some time. I'm going to have to grow. I may have to do some education. I may have to take some classes. I may have to go some places. I may have to do some seminars, all the different things. I may have to connect with certain people and step out of my comfort zone to do it. But if you decide it and you can envision it, you can just really see it. I got that forth. I can see the end result. I'm on stage. I'm talking to millions of people. My thoughts was always to be a teacher and work with youth, but I am teaching all the different things I do. And I realize that necessarily I'm not, because I spent so many years working with kids, I don't necessarily want to be in the classroom anymore, but I still want to work with youth. I want to still just do different things, and even young adults, even focusing on fathers. But it's just really stepping into that greatness. And everybody got to really decide I'm going to step into the greatness, whatever that is. Whatever that may be. You want to be a clothing designer. What are you doing? Let's do what you got to do. Let's find out. Let's research. I want to speak to young ladies. Hey, I know you're doing this, because I got somebody that contacted me from over the Philly area. Like, hey, I got a sister that's doing. I want to do, doing some things with youth and girls. I want to connect y'all to, and you have what she doesn't have, and she might have what you don't have, and let's collaborate. How can I put y'all two together? I'm gonna give you information, and that's really where it goes. You're afraid. Hey, I got an idea, and somebody else got an idea. Let's put it together, and we can really be great. Instead of your 200 people, now we got 2,000 people that's really with us and that's going to support us. And then you go to, if you want funding and sponsorship, hey, look, my following is this much. I can touch this many people. I need your support. I need you to do this. I want you to give me product, and I want you to put some money behind me, and I want to advertise, and I want to be able, when I'm going to these events, I can make sure your stuff is getting out in certain of those markets that I'm in. And as I'm doing my research, it was some stuff I never even thought about, to say, hey, look, the food vendors inside, the vending machines inside schools, you can get them to be a sponsor because they're already there. And you get them to say, listen, you can all their products are going to be the prime product where you at, and you can be giving away stuff where you can sell it, and maybe a process you can even get the money from the stuff that's being sold. Right. But that's just stepping into my greatness. Right. And you've always been, whatever religious place or institution I may step in, there's people saying the same thing. You got a great touch. You got a lot of greatness in you. Step into your greatness. So, the basic thing is step into your greatness.
Yeah, that's great to leave them with. Step into your greatness.
This guy's good. This guy's good.
Too good.
I learned a lot. Listen, I learned a lot being around Elijah and IG and
the Blazers.
Yeah, definitely. Like I had to step out of my comfort zone, even though I knew, I'm good with the Blazers, but to be around them and, because we promoted together. So to be around them, I can't be around them. They got on their Blazers. They're being great. And I'm just there with a polo on. I don't know. I'm just like, so, but now I'm, one of the Blazer generals, Yeah. But that was some good motivation from Elijah, man. Just step into your greatness, man. Yes. And, hey, man.
That's it for us here.
At this point of the show, it's always sad. Because it's like,
we've been on a high for 2 hours.
And we gotta go. We don't want to go. If we could actually sit here for 4 hours, like I would, I'm sure Whitney J would.
Yes, no doubt.
And Zay has no problem. Like Zay is here 24/7. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, we gotta go. That's what we're gonna do, Zay. We're gonna find some sad music for the end of the show. Word.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Well, thank you for having us in Author's Corner.
Thank you for coming.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's always family. I
So
love it.
when you do get that book and that movie deal, just remember, by that time I'll be renowned. Yeah, renowned.
I need Malik to direct it. I need him to do all that.
Definitely. I'm being groomed and prepped as we speak.
I'll write the screenplay.
See, look, Whitney J, she has a book, right? I probably got maybe 17, 18 pages into the book. The book is actually being held for ransom Right? It was taken for hostage. Now it's being held for ransom. And I don't know.
She said you're not getting it back.
Yeah, and she doesn't read as fast as I read. So it's like, I got to read this chapter. I got to analyze this chapter before I go to the next one. Like, come on, just let me read the book.
I mean, it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, but those 17 pages was phenomenal.
But speaking of reading, and I forgot who said it, and I know it's something, but like really successful
it's
people
fundamental,
read.
Yeah.
Successful people read a lot of books. So, and this is something I just recently found out, but because of my love of reading, and I had to really get back into reading, and really also as well with trying to help him develop a love for reading like I've had at his age. Since September 11th, since I've been in the Newark school system, I've read about maybe 45 books. And I walk around like I had a book earlier. It's in the books in the car, so I'm reading.
These September 11th
of this year.
Oh, okay.
Of this year. Let's say September
really
2015,
there, buddy.
2015. I've read about 40 something books. And I mean, throughout my lifetime, I can imagine how many books I've read, but still, and it's not like I have a goal. It's just really more of developing that love, and not only just me. You got teachers and kids, and like every time I see you got a book, and you just like really just reading. I'm like, you got to do a book club, or these kids, they need to see that. So I'm like, I'm not just necessarily doing it, but they just see it and it helps them. They say, okay, this guy he's still reading, walking around reading, and he, I see him certain areas. Every time I see you lunchtime, you got a book and you're reading. It's more of the few that love I've had for reading, and to build it in others as well.
I mean, another thing that this is what I get out of reading, like. It actually takes me somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like
that escape.
I'm in the book. Like if the scenery in the book is in California, for the duration of me reading the book, I'm in California. Even when I close the book to go outside, I'm still in California. I'm in that book until I'm done.
And reading and your knowledge, nobody could take that from you.
Exactly.
Your education.
Pick up a book, put down a gun.
Now that's a positive note.
Yeah.
No way to beat the block. That's a good book.
There's definitely no way to beat the block. And for all the people that's asking me for part 2, I got you. Just let me be great. That's the slogan for the day because Elijah's here.
Let me be great.
Because I definitely got some good projects coming up, and then you'll be like, well, you know what? You didn't come with the book, but like just you roll with me that long, ride with me again. Like this, it's gonna be an enjoyable. It's gonna be an enjoyable trip.
Nice.
But again, we out of here. See you guys next week. Make sure
great.
you tune in.
Be great.
Elijah's
all week.
Viewers on live. Come on back.
Yeah, check them out every weekend.
Saturdays 12 to 2, Arthur's Corner.
www.asquadrebelradio.com.
Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share with the rest of the world. Eli Speaks.